Today, I'm working on the newest thing in my yard, my 2016 Subaru Forester. Now, I just took it to the dealer because the transmission is still under warranty on this car. They extended the warranty from 560 to 10100 for these cars because of the CVT issues. It's bucking and jumping around. It acts like it's not in the right ratio. And you know what they told me? They told me that my spark plugs were bad and that my induction system needed to be cleaned. Now, I don't agree with that at all. But it gives me the opportunity to show you how to do those things on your Forester. So the dealer said it was misfiring. I downloaded the Torque app on my phone. I've had it for a little while. I scanned the car. I looked at the misfire monitors. I'm gonna throw up a snapshot of that. I've got 1 or 2 misfires. That's not enough to really cause an issue, in my opinion. But anyhow, it is what it is. I gotta do it so they'll take the CVT issue seriously. Now, the point of putting this on my channel is to save someone money. If you want to do this to your car, you need to do an induction service or you need to do spark plugs, you're in the right place. Now, there's 3 products that you need to buy to do your at-home induction service. I'm gonna throw them up on the screen here with the prices. Purchase these 3 products or something equivalent to it. First things first, take your Techron or your equivalent and bring it right over here. This is the easiest part. You want to pour that right in your gas tank. That's the easiest part. That's easy enough, right? Step 2, you want to get your seafoam and a piece of 3/8 hose. Well, 3/8 hose in this case. You want to find somewhere on the intake, like this port right here. All right, now we're going to plug this hole just in case. And we're going to take your 3/8 hose and stick it right on that port. And you're going to have your 3/8 bolt to stick in there just to plug off the leak, the vacuum leak for the time being. You want to get you a pair of pliers so you can pinch this line off and regulate the amount of seafoam you're sucking in there. But with everything corked off, you start your car. Now, I don't know if you'll be able to hear me over the car, so I'm just going to tell you how this is going to work and then show you. So what you're going to end up doing is your car's sitting at idle. You're going to take the bolt out. You're going to use this as your kind of your regulator valve, and you're going to stick this hose right in there and let it suck it in. It's going to white smoke and it's going to run like crap, but it's going to clean out anything that's in that intake. And you see, you don't want it to choke off, so you let it kind of bog down. You let it get some, and then you squeeze the pliers again, let it catch up. And you want to suck most of this bottle through there. If it starts getting too much, just squeeze the pliers so it don't choke off. All right, now that we're done with that, I've returned everything back like it was. I took my 3/8 hose off. Now we need to clean this throttle body out. I'm gonna go ahead and start by removing this pipe right here. And I'm gonna go ahead and, you don't have to, if you're just doing a throttle body service, you don't have to remove the whole thing. But I'm gonna go ahead and remove it because in a minute, I'm gonna be getting at them spark plugs down there. Lay this out of the way. Whoa! I lost a hose clamp. Yeah, now that all that's out of the way, look how much space we got. We got so much room for activities. Okay, you can do this one of two ways. You can either do it with the throttle body on the vehicle, just like it is, and just take a toothbrush and go in the back. Oh yeah, by the way, you gotta have an old toothbrush. You probably need to change, you know, dentists say you need to change your toothbrush. So go ahead and get you a new toothbrush and take your old toothbrush and rinse it off real good because you're gonna need it for this. But I digress. Anyway, what I was saying is that you can just open the throttle valve up and go in from the front. Well, it's not the front because that throttle body points backwards. You can just go in there like that and clean it out. Or you can take the throttle body off. I'm opting to take the throttle body off. It's not much to take it off. It's 4 10mm bolt. Now that's goopy. It's not as bad as I thought it would be though. It's really not that bad. All right, now we got it where we can really see what's going on. If you try to do this, don't do like I did and think that's a vacuum line. That line right there is a coolant line. As soon as I took that off, I was gonna take the whole throttle body off the car. It scooted out coolant. There's the return line to it down there. Don't take neither one of them loose. It's okay, you can do it right here. All right, we're gonna get some more rags and stuff to put down here because we get ready to make a mess. So you're gonna get you your carbon choke cleaner. You can go ahead and give it a little blast. Just like that. Then you're going to real gently push on the top. Be careful with that because it is a drive-by wire. And give it some more blast. Scrub it down nicely with your old toothbrush. There it is, nice and beautiful. Now, if you look back here, there's also some little, like a grid right here. We're gonna clean it up too. Now, all you gotta do is put it back together. At this point, you've done exactly what they would do at any shop when they sell an induction service. But I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't put that back in my mouth if I was you. On to the next part. Spark plugs. I'm gonna start by removing this thing and this whole air box to gain access down there. To get this air box out, you got to unplug that, and then you got you got a 10mm there that for some reason is already kind of loose, and a 10mm nut here. You're also going to want to get your pair of needle nose and squeeze this thing to get that wire off the box. you take it out, that whole big assembly comes out with it, with that jug on the bottom. Now we got some space to work with. See, we got a cylinder there and a cylinder there. All right, you got a 10mm bolt for the front one and the back one. All right, now the bolts is out. We should be able to grab hold of these things and wiggle them right out, just like that. One. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. It's a little tighter here on the back one. And two. Alright. I had to purchase a 14mm spark plug socket because of all the tools I have, all I had was the standard 5/8 and 13/16. These are 14mm. You see, make sure you get a spark plug socket so it's got the extra little the rubber inside there. And I think this one's actually a magnet. It don't matter. Anyway, don't get a regular socket. Get one that'll grab the plug. This is the combination that works. You got a spark plug socket. You got a shorty 3/8 extension and a swivel. You don't have to use the swivel on this front one, but on the back one you're going to have to. Is what I have found. I ain't got them out, but I got them engaged in the threads there. There it is. Now look how many threads this thing has on. You're going to have to turn for a while. Just keep that in mind. Going in and out. Alright, new plug. We're going to gently, try not to beat up the electrode. We're going to gently go back in. We're also, make sure you feel it just right, because you don't want to start cross-threading these aluminum heads. So it should start, yep, just like that. Now, I don't know the torque spec on these. I've done so many spark plugs in my life. I just snug it up. But if you're concerned about it, go look up the torque spec and torque them to spec. Just remember, don't over tighten them. And that's not there. Good. Alright, now both plugs is in. We're just going to put it back together. Just like it was. Just like you took it apart. Pop that plug, or that, those coils on there. Stick the bolts in. Alright, on to this side. We're going to have to pop this battery up out of there. For the same reason we popped the air box out over there. Alright, battery's out. Once again, room for activities. Look what we're working with down here. So obviously you do the same thing on this side as you do on the side. On the side I previously showed you. Now, I got to wrap this video up because I'm about to get wet. So let me wrap this thing up and bring this thing home. First off, if you're in a situation like me and you're thinking that warranty's trying to screw around with you and they're kind of requiring you to do something, then make sure you keep your old plugs and you keep your receipt for the for whatever parts you put on. That way you can prove and they can't say you didn't do it. If anybody else is having the same kind of problem with the same kind of car, drop a comment down in the comment section. Let me know how that went for you. I invite anybody to come look at some of my other content